Actually, you know what that just made me think about? I'm not sure if it's ever mentioned if naytibas are actually restless or not. Like, do naytibas have to sleep? Like, they are mutated humans who are, who have, like, supernaturally strong, like, metabolism, right? So, which allows them to survive attacks and encounters and events with, that happen to their bodies that normal humans are unable to survive. But it's never really stated if they have to sleep or not, you know? To get that kind of, like, rest.
Angel? Why are you here?
I could ask you the same. Did you come all the way here to hide the standing Buddha?
She's a little girl, by the way.
How did you know that?
She's
Long
literally
story.
just maybe
Anyway,
one head
You
shorter
shouldn't
than
get rid of
Eve.
that. Why don't you talk
And
us
less
out
than
of
that
it?
if she wouldn't
If
wear
you
heels,
say
you know?
so, I'll do it.
Actually, speaking of, Eve is very fucking short. Wait a minute. Either the other NPCs in this game are very tall, or Eve is super short, or the Eve protocol members are, because they are all wearing heels, and she's barely like one head taller than like... I don't know how old Arin is supposed to be, but everybody calls her a little girl was here. You know, like the droid earlier, the instruction droid. Or, yeah, droid, yeah. So... What? The Eve protocol members are all super short? Eve, you really have to pull this now. I just wanna... Can I not get inside the... Oh, I can't get on the other side of the desk, I guess. Okay, Eve. But he likes it. Like, look how short Eve is. Like, that guy, for example. He's like... almost a head taller than Eve. And she's wearing heels. Very high heels, too.
I'm not sure he'll listen to me.
He will.
Arin, what on earth were you thinking?
But it's very surprising
Surely
that he listens.
didn't.
Wait. It's not what you think. I think you should hear what she has to
There's
say
a
first.
certain implication on
Arin?
what,
Dad, this
you know,
object
they-
is definitely
what
cursed.
Arin is conveying
You
to him
stare at
that
this
she does
all
not say in
day,
her dialogue.
mumbling, and you fight people.
You have
this
to
thing doesn't
you have to
protect
figure
us.
it out by
It is
reading the
breaking us
description on this
apart.
quest.
We used to be happy without
Or
it.
on both of their characters.
Oh, my child.
So I tried to hide it away forever, but eventually I brought it back.
You're right, my sunshine. I should have known you'd never take something from me without good reason. I'm ashamed of myself. I'm so sorry, Arin.
Dad,
Angel, will you take this? You can either keep it or throw it away.
Okay. I'll take it.
Thank you.
thank you, Angel.
No problem. I just want you and your father to be happy, okay?
Okay.
Little girl, by the way. Little girl is almost the same height as our Eve protocol member. Or Eve prototype, let's not confuse them.
Angel, you're always welcome here.
Welcome, Angel.
Oh, he is the reason as to why I'm
I
missing
opened
so
the
many
store
archive
again thanks to
entries.
you.
Because he sells some archive entries too.
Stop by anytime.
So we're gonna do a lot of reading now. Yeah, see this? Some of this is some religious sermon kind of stuff, you know, so... Not too much to analyze on that one. The light that shined ever so brightly has gone missing with the darkness. Gone is light, the glorious time of the universe. So what if we can't go back to the past? We will not be sad. We will remain in this world and sing for the mother. See stuff like this. Like, if we do not occupy the same type of mindset, knowledge, and the past that the people who wrote this stuff, I'm not gonna understand much of any of this, like these religious pieces. Just, I kind of need to see eye to eye with that, you know. Angel accepting shed tears. When the sorrow of the day the sky collapsed is forgotten, when the wisdom of the mother is buried in the debris, when those who were left behind are no longer remembered, and when survival, oblivion, and despair become as one, angels shall fall from the sky. This is written with a massive salt of hindsight, because all of this already happened. When the sorrow of the day the sky collapsed is forgotten, it was forgotten with the androids members that are no longer surviving, whose memories were wiped by Mother Sphere when they were still connected to the network. So that the sorrow of that day has been forgotten. When the wisdom of Mother is buried in the debris, the wisdom of the Mother also died with those same people. When those who were left behind are no longer remembered, I mean, that is just, I mean, coincidental maybe. And when survival, oblivion, and despair become as one, I mean, that is literally Zion, essentially. The people in here who scavenge for supplies and just do practically anything for survival, you know? Angels shall fall from the sky. I mean, prophecy has been obtained, I think, on that one. Inequality, oppression, immorality, there are things in this world that cannot be solved by a single free will. I will combine them all with Mother's will and banish them with our unified wisdom. That's how our faith was born. Wait, what? I was wondering whose quote this was. I was thinking it might be like Raphael Marx's, but you think Raphael Marx was a religious person somewhere in the past, or Adam? I very highly doubt it. I think he was a man of science, technological and social advancement. Like, he was not a religious buffoon, surely. Inequality, option, immorality. Huh. I wonder whose text this is.
Angel, my humble establishment is at your service.
A book of quotes from Raphael Marx. Our innovation is for the betterment of humanity, and betterment of humanity is our way to innovation. Right, so increase the social status or the social standing, or maybe improve the social statuses, the social networks, the social equality of people. You get your average GDP and health and wealth evaluations overall of most of your citizens up or higher, and you're gonna have better entrepreneurship and better innovation possibilities. So it makes sense. Of course. Oh wait, the second part. AI, that was just some whatever. What is this thing? Mother Sphere's wisdom and power enabled to her. Mother Sphere's wisdom and power enabled her to read the future, and she taught her readings of the future to her followers like an oracle. I tried investigating her zealots, looking for evidence in order to uncover the truth, yet I failed to do so. However, I eventually made some progress, which I leave here to aid my fellow truth seekers. Find the hidden cave in the Great Canyon and the secret cave in the Great Canyon. Find the forgotten chapter of the trials there. Truth seekers. This could be Francis, this could be Felix, this could be also Luthor, I think. Or it could be... What was that one other person? Yeah, those three would be my suspicions on this one. But that first part, Mother Sphere's wisdom and power enabled her to read the future, and she told her readings of the future to her followers like an oracle. I mean... she is an incredibly complicated artificial intelligence, right? So she was able to create an advanced prediction of the future development of the society, the direction that it was going, a projection, I suppose. If both the ancestral humans as well as the her created android species were able to coexist, or would try to coexist on the same planet, and she decided that, you know, the right outlook for this situation was to eradicate one of the species and nurture only the other one of the species that is more advanced. It is comedy promotion. Do you want to know who we are? We don't just think, we create a new way of thinking. We are our companions, we are our friends, lover, family. We are always by your side. We march ever onward toward a brighter future. Nothing is impossible and nothing limits us. It is Company, the leader in human innovation. Okay, so more in-game ads for Eidos Company before it was overtaken by Mother Sphere. I mean,
I'm so glad to see you again.
If you think
Ren
about
and I
it,
have been hard at work to keep this place going.
If you think about it, Andro Eidos Company or Andro Eidos is literally just a sub-company of Eidos Company, or from Eidos Company, because Eidos Company was owned by Rafael Marx as their CEO, of course, and Mother Sphere, I'm assuming, established Andro Eidos as an entire, like, what's the word, like, subsidiary of, like, Eidos Company, you know? And eventually it grew over Eidos Company's status, you know? And it became more of a thing for of itself, renowned for its own success, you know, than the success. The mother company or corporation. Oh, nice! These E-protocol notes. These are some of the most important ones always in the game. Scavenger Ian's second note on the E-protocol. I must say, the Angel's memory was conveniently lacking a few important details. She didn't know a thing about the history before the final war and about the old humankind. Is it because she's a weapon who doesn't need to know more than what is required for her mission? Well, they're not exactly great weapons if they keep failing their mission. All those meaningless deaths and failures. At this point, I really wanted to ask Mother Sphere herself what in the hell she's been doing the past few decades or so to perfect her magnum opus, the E-protocol. May your memories live on forever. Maybe find salvation. You don't think that's just Mother Sphere's bullcrap? I mean, this is just more stuff that conquers my most well-known and pronounced theory or hypothesis about this game's story, which I will not explain here. I'm just gonna sit here for like 25 minutes if I do that, so let's not. I mean, I guess I could take like a peek at this small thing. She didn't know a thing about the history before the final war, about the old humankind. Is it because she's a weapon? I mean, why would Mother Sphere not want the E-protocol members not to know the past of the humankind? Well, that would be because of it would be to influence them, you know? She does not want any outside influence to change the decision-making of the angels. She wants the angels that she sends down to Earth be like her weapons, you know? They have been preconceived with certain knowledge and certain skill sets that she wants them to execute upon without anything interfering with their decision-making. Besides, you know, a few members, like the airborne squadron captains, for example. So Taki and presumably Raven used to be I mean, Raven was very likely the 2nd Airborne Squadron captain. Actually, wait. Yeah, I think she was a captain on the 2nd one. And then obviously Taki was the 7th one's captain. And then our Eve prototype is also very unique as well. And then the other E protocol members are mostly just cannon fodder who are there supposed to be the... Simply just make it a bit... Actually... I know the purpose of the captains. Like, they are supposed to be emotional encouragement and they are supposed to increase the camaraderie and the solidarity within the squadrons themselves, and particularly on our E prototype, of course. But what is the purpose of the other squadron members? I suppose they are just there to influence our E prototype. I mean, it is to make it more authentic what we are doing, right? If anything than that, yeah. I mean, think about it. I mean, she sends such a few amount of the angels every time that I feel like the reason as to why she is doing that is exactly to create a more convincing environment for our Eve prototype to mature, like, in Earth during all of these, like military exercises that she keeps throwing down to Earth. You know, before she is very, like, finally satisfied with the amount of, like, emotional and social intelligence that our E prototype has been able to gather. And obviously there is the combat data that the other angels have also gathered is something that she can also use to create more effective upgrades or software upgrades, I suppose, on our E prototype, as well as the captains on the E protocols, as well as you know, the normal, like, foot soldiers, I guess we could say, of the Eve protocol members. Because there is an absolutely 100% chance that the other Eve squadron members, with how few she's sending every time, they are not supposed to be much of anything else besides cannon fodder. She has to know that. Right, one of these was, I think... Wait, no, never mind. Nothing new from the Nikke DLC on him. Interesting.
Angel,
Roxanne had some.
you're always
Or
welcome
Roxanne
here.
had one suite that was new. Lyle doesn't have one.
Welcome in. I stop by.
%58.1% Lily Bar.